Then to precious metals, you talked about a possible bubble. But Robert, in terms of the 1980s that you talked about, gold nowhere near, in inflation-adjusted terms, near its 1980s peak, which would be well above 2,000. And silver, would have to be 50, 75, even 100 to compare. But I think you'd probably agree gold has the potential for more upside ahead.
Yeah, what's happening right now is at the moment that Bernanke says is QE3 or quantitative easing 3, yeah. What's happening is they're trashing the dollar. That's why the dollar today was at 76. And so the dollar is worth less. And what he's doing is he's forcing guys who are savers back into the bond and the stock market, which keeps when you come out of savings, you go into the bond market, it keeps bond prices low and raises the equities market. So to me, it's all gambling. I don't do that stuff. I want to control. I own large apartment houses. I own oil wells because I want the production. And I own hard assets. I own the gold and silver physically.
Very good. It does take a bit of wherewithal and capital to reach that point. So, for the other 95% of the listeners, what's a good starting place for them?
Man, I didn't start this way. My daddy didn't give me jack. And I've also been, almost $1 million down when I had to restart again. So I understand. I just don't use being poor as an excuse. And if you're using being poor as an excuse, then you'll never get out of the problem. Because the problem's you. And, I'm not against Obama. I'm not for him. I wasn't for McCain or Palin. I'm pretty apolitical. I'm a capitalist. And I just go where the money is. So back as, like I said, I got out of gold in 79, a little over before the top blew off. But I knew that this guy Reagan and Volcker were going to raise interest rates. So you've got to just be aware of what these guys are doing. So if Bernanke even hints at stopping QEs and start raising interest rates, at that point, precious metals will do like anything else. It'll come down.
The St. Louis Fed has a web page that monitors the Fed funds futures rate, and you can actually see several months ahead. They basically play